Welcome back to Globemonitor Business Talk. I'm Dr. Loaloa Riad, business lecturer, Ph.D. in strategic management, and co-owner of Globemonitor Market Research Agency.
And I'm Bassem Mostafa, lead market analyst and co-owner here at Globemonitor. I've led over 700 market research projects across the world, and today we're diving into one of the most common yet painful realities for founders: rejection.
Ah, yes, the dreaded, "we're not moving forward" email. Every founder's least favorite message.
Exactly. Today we'll walk through a real case, a startup we'll call Fresh Drop. They had a great idea, polished presentation, but couldn't raise a cent. And when we reviewed their business plan, we saw exactly why investors walked away.
So let's start with what the startup was about. Fresh Drop wanted to connect small local farmers with city customers who wanted fresh, organic produce delivered straight from the farm. It sounded great, right?
Totally. Strong mission, a growing trend towards sustainability. It checked all the right boxes, but as we read their plan, one big problem stood out right away.
They didn't know who their customer was. Their plan literally said, "Our target market is everyone who eats fruits and vegetables." That sounds ambitious, but it's a red flag.
Exactly. When your audience is everyone, you can't focus your marketing, pricing, or even delivery strategy. Investors want precision. If you can't define your exact customer, they assume you don't understand your market. The plan should have narrowed it down. For example, young urban families who value convenience and local produce. That's specific and actionable.
Right. Investors read vagueness as uncertainty, and uncertainty kills confidence. Which leads us to what came next, their market research.
The research section was 3 paragraphs pulled from Google. Statements like, the organic food market is growing by 10% per year. That's not market analysis, that's a headline. Investors want real data: who's already in the market, what gaps exist, what customers are missing. When we ran proper research, we discovered 4 established competitors doing the same thing, already funded, already growing.
That's such a crucial point. A business plan isn't a school project. It needs depth, segmentation, consumer behavior, pricing patterns, and market gaps. Otherwise, investors can tell within the seconds that you haven't done your homework.
Exactly. And speaking of homework, the financial section didn't help either. Their projections showed $1 million in revenue in the first year, with only $10,000 spent on marketing.
Oh, the classic hockey stick growth graph. Up, up, up forever. It's the oldest rookie mistake in funding. A real investor looks for connection between logic and numbers. How many customers do you need to hit that revenue? What's your cost to acquire one? And what's your churn rate? When these numbers don't add up, even a beautiful idea starts to look risky.
We redid their projections using realistic assumptions: actual delivery costs, logistics, and marketing benchmarks. Their break-even point wasn't in year 1 like they claimed, it was closer to year 3. Once they saw that, even they admitted, now I get why investors didn't buy it.
That's the beauty of proper analysis. It's not about killing dreams, it's about making them achievable. But there was another problem: timing. The plan never answered why now.
Yes, that's something founders often forget. Investors aren't just investing in ideas, they're investing in timing. FreshDrop couldn't explain what made that specific moment right. Was there new consumer habits, emerging tech, or policy changes creating momentum? None of that was mentioned. Without a clear why now, the plan felt disconnected from the real world.
That's so true. You can have the right idea at the wrong time and it still fails. Timing builds urgency. It tells investors this isn't just possible, it's necessary today.
And finally, execution. The plan said, we'll hire a team and scale fast, but there was no how. No timeline, no defined milestones. It read like a wish list, not a roadmap.
That's where structure matters most. Even a one-page milestone list like Q1, pilot program, Q2, 1,000 customers, Q3, strategic partnerships, shows discipline. Investors want to see that you're thinking operationally, not just conceptually.
Exactly. They're not just backing your product, they're backing your ability to execute. And without a clear roadmap, it's all promises and no proof.
So let's connect the dots. Fresh Drop didn't fail because it was a bad idea. It failed because it wasn't proven. There was no focus, no credible data, no realistic financial path, no timing argument, and no execution plan. That's 5 reasons, and each one is fixable.
Right. So founders listening, take notes here. First, be specific about your audience. Second, back everything with solid research. Third, keep your numbers believable. Fourth, explain why now is the time. And fifth, show exactly how you'll execute. If you fix these 5, your plan instantly stands out.
Exactly. Investors don't expect perfection. They expect clarity. If your plan shows you understand your market, your risks, and your path, they'll trust you even before they trust your product.
So the big question every founder should ask before hitting send on their business plan is this: would I invest in this if it wasn't mine? If the answer is no, go back and strengthen it.
Painful, but true. A good plan protects you from false hope and builds your credibility at the same time.
As that's what transforms a dream into a business. So if your plan ever gets rejected, don't take it personally. Take it as feedback that your story isn't strong enough yet, and rewrite it smarter.
Well said. Thank you all for tuning in to Globemonitor Business Talk. We hope this story gave you clarity and maybe even saved you from a few investor rejections yourself.
And don't forget to subscribe if you found this helpful. In our next episode, we'll show you how to validate your business idea before you spend a single dollar.
See you next time, and remember, planning isn't paperwork, it's power.